Namaste, Wolfpack. How's everybody doing today? Are you ready for some more yoga? Okay, let's sit up nice and tall to begin. However you're comfortable, with a nice straight spine, relax your shoulders, rest your hands on your lap or your knees. Maybe close your eyes. Here we go, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And slowly open your eyes. So last week, if you were here, you might remember. If you weren't, let me catch you up. We looked at the idea of the chakras, which is a system that exists within the subtle body. The subtle body is not our physical body. It's almost like a force field that's inside and around our body. And the chakras are like energy centers. And there's 7 major chakras, and they roughly follow a line up the spine. And last week we looked at Muladhara chakra, which is our root chakra, which is right at the base of our tailbone, base of our spine. Today we're going to look at Svadhisthana chakra, the 2nd chakra. Sometimes this is called the Sacral Chakra because it's located around the sacrum, which is this sort of firm area at the base of our spine. And it's associated with water and things that are fluid. It's associated with the colour orange, and it's associated with feelings and emotions. So today in our yoga practice, we're going to be a bit more fluid, a bit more flowing. The yoga we've mostly practiced so far is known as Hatha yoga. It's where we move through the postures, the poses, sort of individually. Today I thought we might try a little bit of Vinyasa yoga, which is where the poses flow into each other and we move with our breath. So we'll be mimicking this idea of water and flowing. So as always, I'll try to cue your breath. I'll say inhale, do this, exhale, do that. But try not to worry about it too much. Go with your breath. That's the most important thing. So if you're a bit quicker than me or a bit slower than me, that is absolutely fine. What else do I need to tell you? One thing that sometimes helps with this moving with the breath is to think that in general, when we breathe in, our movements are sort of expansive. So we'll be lifting our arms and opening our bodies. And when we breathe out, it's the opposite. We're kind of folding in, contracting in. So that's how sort of movement in yoga works. What else do I need to tell you before we get started? I don't think there's anything else. Are you ready to get warmed up? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's warm up, shall we? We'll start with our neck and our head and our shoulders. As always, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, drop your chin to your chest. Just let your head hang, stretching the back of your neck. And then breathe in and take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out and bring your chin back down to your chest. Breathe in, take your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out, chin back to your chest. And breathe in, look up at the ceiling. And breathe out, coming back forward. Breathe in, taking your shoulders up. Breathe out, dropping them down. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now I want you to take your right hand, pop it on your left shoulder. Take your left hand onto your right elbow, and push it back gently. Breathing in, sitting up tall. Breathing out. Take your arms wide, other side. Left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left elbow. Pushing it gently back. Breathe in. And breathe out. This time spread your arms wide. Take your left hand to your left shoulder. Right hand to your left elbow and push your elbow up by your ears. Take your hand and press down on your elbow. Now, if you're going like this, see if you can draw your ribs back a little bit, sitting up nice and tall. Can you feel that stretch down here? Take one more breath. And release, taking it to the other side. Right hand, right elbow, left hand on, right hand, right shoulder, left hand, right elbow, pressing it up and then pressing down on the top, drawing those ribs back in. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more big breath in and release. I'm just going to turn to the sides. We're going to do our little spinal warm-up. So take your fingers forward, creep forward, take a big breath in as you look forward. And breathe out, drop your chin to your chest. Keep your bottom planted on the mat. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. And then take your hands over to the left, all the way to the left. Take a big breath in. And out. Take them all the way over to the right. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come back to the middle. Press up. And take them behind, fingertips to the mat, elbows drawing back, heart lifting, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out, reaching our hands up, breathing in and out. One more, reaching all the way up, hand to the floor, breathing out, coming over. Coming back up, reaching up, breathing out to go to the other side. Reaching up, we're going into a twist. Twisting one way, breathing in here. And coming back to center. Reaching up, breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath in here. Back to center. Coming to the top of your mat. Feet on the floor. Hands under your knees, and here we go. Tuck your chin, rolling back, and maybe coming back up again. We'll take a few of these. Feels quite nice on my back today. Keep going. Maybe one or two more, then we'll stay down and wiggle our arms and wiggle our legs. Keep shaking. Keep shaking. Stir up the prana. And then bring your arms down and point your toes. And flex your feet. Point your toes towards your head. Point your toes to the ceiling. Towards your head. One more. Point your toes to the ceiling. And then towards your head. Bend your knees. Take your arms between your knees. Hold onto the outsides of your feet or your shins. And then let your head come back down. Stretch your feet towards the ceiling. Show the ceiling your feet, the soles of your feet, and then maybe rock from side to side. Happy baby. Keep breathing. And here you can really feel your sacral chakra as you're rocking backwards and forwards. Well, you might not be able to feel your chakra, but you can feel your sacrum. Couple more rocks. And then we'll release the feet, bring the hands back behind the knees, lift your head, start to swing your legs nice and gently, building up a bit of momentum. And see if I can come over into a squat without taking out Bulbasaur. Here we go, 1 and 2 and 3. Yes, little froggy squat. Remember, army of frogs. Paint on your fingertips, bums going up, heads going down. Whoop. Nice bent knees, and then paint your mat with your fingertip brushes, swishing from side to side. Feel how your weight is moving across your feet as you do this. And then come to a stop, bend your knees even more, and remember last week how we pushed the floor away, really rooting down, coming all the way up, sorting out your clothes, sorting out your hair, Standing in mountain pose, one hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Another big breath in and a big breath out. And then widen your feet, turn your toes out a little bit and stretch your arms up towards the sky. You know what's coming. Doing it slightly differently this week. Take a big breath in, grab the sun, down to your solar plexus. Big breath in, breath out, one more big breath in, breath out, one for luck. Okay, bring your toes together, heels together, toes together, heels together, feet all the way together, hands in prayer, and let's do some sun salutations. Okay, sun salutations at the tops of our mat, 2 rounds. Here we go, standing in mountain, take a breath and breathe out. Let's flow. Here we go. Breathing in, reach for the sun, grab the sun, breathing out. Bring your hands all the way down, bend your knees, hands to the floor. Breathing in, step one leg back and then the other. Breathing out, lower your knees down and come all the way down to the floor. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, look forward, baby cobra. Breathe in to lower down and tuck your toes. Breathe out to press your hands in. Lift your bottoms up high. Downward dog. Take a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Send your hips to the sky as you breathe in. Root down your feet as you breathe out. And then walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat as you breathe in. Bend your knees, hang low as you breathe out. Press the floor away as you breathe in and reach your arms forward and up. Take the sun back up. Breathe out to bring your arms back down by your sides. Take a breath here. And out. Let's flow again. Here we go. Breathing in, reaching up. Grab the sun in your hands. Bend your knees as you breathe out and come down. Hands to the floor. Breathe in. One foot back. The other foot back. Whoops. Knees down. Breathe out to come all the way down to the floor. Breathe in here. Hands under your shoulders. Breathe out as you look forward. Just your head and shoulders come from the floor. Breathe out to lower down. Tuck your toes. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Press into your hands. Lift your hips high, high, high to the sky. Downward dog. Maybe pedal your feet as you breathe in and out. Stretch the legs. Another big breath in here. And out. Bend your knees. Maybe hop to the front this time. Breathe out. Super floppy raggy dog. Then press the floor away as you breathe in and reach all the way up. And bring your hands back down to your sides. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Notice how you feel. And then we'll move on to the main part of our yoga class. Okay, so we're going to start our little vinyasa flow. Don't worry about it too much, but try and move with your breath and try and be graceful and fluid. Sometimes yoga teachers say, just feel your way. And we'll just see how we get on, okay? So we're standing at the top of our mat as if we're in mountain pose, or rather, we are in mountain pose, as if we're going to do a sun salutation. So feel the floor with your feet. Take a big breath in, stand up nice and tall, and a big breath out. And here we go, we're going to breathe in and reach up, just like we do in sun salutations. And breathe out to bring our hands together, bend our knees, and come all the way down and hang in our raggy doll position. Bring your hands to the floor, and we're just going to kneel down one foot and then the other. Now this first little movement, you guys already know, it's cat-cow. Spread your fingers. I want to see these fingers, okay? I don't want to see this. Spread your fingers, press down into the ground, Press down to the tops of your feet and your shins. And here we go. We're going to breathe in into cow. Look forward. Lift your tailbone. Breathe out into cat. Stretch your back up. Press into the floor. Drop your head. Breathe in into cow. Breathe in lovely and smooth. And breathe out into cat. One more. Breathing into cow. Looking forward. Tailbone lifted. Drop that tummy. And breathe out into cat. Coming back to a flat back. We're going to take our hands forward a little bit. We're going to tuck our toes because we're coming into downward facing dog. Take a big breath here. As you breathe out, press into your hands, lift your hips, keep your knees bent. And waggle your doggy tail in the air. The next position we're going to go into and then flow into between downward facing dog is plank pose. I'm sure you know this one. Draw your tummies in as you move your body forward over your hands. Reach your heels away from you. Pull those tummies in. Press the floor away from you. We're going to move between those two poses. So breathe in here and then breathe out to lift your hips back into downward dog. Like water, breathing in to come forward. Lift those tummies and breathing out into downward dog. Again, breathing in to come forward into plank and breathing out to come back into downward dog. One more, breathing in to come forward and lift your hips, breathe out, downward facing dog. From here, I want you to breathe in and lift your right leg. And I'm going to show you how all our bodies are different. So we can all do different things. From here, I want you to bend your knee, shift forward as if you're in plank again. And then I want you to bring your foot between your hands. Now, I cannot do this on my right leg. So I'm going to pop my foot down, grab it with my hand and bring it forward. Hand between legs and then lower your back knee down and your foot. And then look forward, you're in a runner's lunge. Now I really want you to press down through this right foot as you breathe in and reach your arms forward and up. Press into that right foot and then reach up through all four sides of your body. Keep breathing here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, bringing your hands all the way forward, back onto your mat. Tuck your back toes. We're coming back into downward facing dog. Here we go. Breathing in. Coming back into downward dog. Breathing out. I'm going to switch sides. You stay where you are. I just want you to see how our bodies are different. Because this side, we're going to lift our left leg up high as we breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to shift forward back into our plank. And see, I can bring this foot through without putting it down. This leg's longer than the other one. I think that might be why. Lower your back knee and your back foot. Look forward and come onto your fingertips. Breathe in here and breathe out. Now press down through this left foot as you swoop your arms forward. As you breathe in, press, 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 press. Reach up, breathe out. Breathe in here. Breathe out. One more big breath in. Breathe out and bring your hands all the way back down to the mat. Tuck your toes and this time we're going to bring our legs forward back into a raggy doll position. Heavy, heavy head. Maybe swaying a little bit from side to side. And then pressing down into our feet, pressing the earth away to come all the way back up to standing. I really should have tied my hair back for this, shouldn't I? Coming up to standing. We're going to breathe in and lift our arms up. Breathe out to stretch one way. Breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to stretch the other way. Breathe in to stretch up. And then release your hands and come back to the front of your mat. We're going to breathe in, reach all the way up. Bend your knees. Come all the way back down. Now this is called standing forward bend, Uttanasana. But there's a half standing forward bend called Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha means half. And we're going to try that now. So we're going to press into the floor. We're going to slide our hands up our legs. rest them at the tops of our thighs. Draw our elbows back, legs are straight. And then I want you to imagine a beam of light shooting out the top of your head and out your bottom. Or shall we say tailbone. So there's a lovely beam of light with this lovely straight spine. Draw your tummies in. It's a really strong pose. Draw your elbows back. And I want you to breathe in here. And as we breathe out, we're bending our knees to come forward again into that full standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Breathe in to come back. Straighten your legs, elbows reach back. Breathe out to fold down. And again, breathe in, straight flat back. Breathe out to come all the way down. And then press into your feet again. And roll all the way up to standing. And then we're going to stir up some prana standing here. I want your feet to be a bit wider than hip width. Your toes turned out. Really nice loose arms. And all we're going to do is bend our knees and start swinging our arms from side to side. Ooh, trying not to hit the wall in the process. Now you can start to get quicker if you like. And just notice the movement in your feet and maybe the movement in your spine. Notice how your hands are giving your bottom and your back a little bit of a massage. Keep going. You can really go for it, but be careful you don't hit anybody else. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A couple more. And start to slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down, hitting the wall. And then come to a stop. Bring your hands together in prayer. Close your eyes. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Notice how you feel. Okay, bring your toes together, your feet together, heels rather, toes, heels, together. And we're going to come back to the front of the mat again. Inhale, reach your arms up, hands together, exhale to come all the way down. Hands come to the floor, one knee down, and then the other. And then I want you to sit however is comfortable and just watch me for a second. We're going to do a movement between child's pose, which you might recognise, into cobra, which you might recognise, but this is called hanging cobra because we're sort of hanging out a little bit, I guess, like a tree, like a snake hanging from a tree. So I'll show you quickly. We have our knees wide, and this is our child's pose, extended child's pose. Arms are forward, our bottoms on our hips. And then we're going to inhale to come all the way up. Shift our weight forward like we did in plank. And then come down into a cobra. Now keep your shoulders down. Let your bottom drop and look forward. So open your chest towards the front. Shoulders down, not like this. Press away from the floor. I'll show you again. And then we move back into child's pose. So look one more time. So here's child's pose. And then we pull our tummies in and move from our centre as we move forward. And then we start to drop our tummies down. Chest forward, pressing away from the floor. Remember, we're pressing up. We're not hanging out like this. So that's our hanging cobra. Do you fancy having a go at that? Let's come to all fours to start. Hands and knees. And then take your knees a little bit wider. You can bring your big two toes together. And then settle back, your hips on your feet and your arms reaching forward. And you can take your forehead to the mat. Take a big breath in here to prepare. And a big breath out. This time we're going to breathe in. Slowly come all the way up. Keep going, lift your feet off the floor and then let your bottom drop. Shoulders down, pressing away, looking forward. Take a breath here. And then as you breathe out, press into your hands, lift your tummy, lift your bottom and come all the way back into your extended child's pose. Let's keep going. Breathing in to come forward into hanging cobra. Breathing out to come back, pull those tummies up and back, reaching away. Breathing in to come forward, hanging cobra, pressing away, shoulders relaxed, breathing out to roll back. One more, breathing in And hanging cobra. Press into your hands, lift your tummies. Breathe out. And then walk your hands towards you and bring yourself all the way up to sitting. Sit in a comfortable seat. Rest your hands on your knees. Close your eyes and take a big breath in. And a big breath out. A big breath in. And a big breath out. And then open your eyes. We'll just do one more thing. This is called windscreen wiper legs. Sitting on your mat, take your feet right to the edges of your mat, or if you're not on a mat, just a bit wider than hip width. You can lean back on your hands, but still press up and lift up your heart. Don't slump like this. So lifting your heart. Take a big breath in. Breathe out and drop your knees one way. Breathe in, bring them up. Breathe out, drop them the other way. And then just alternate, like windscreen wipers. So keep breathing nice and deep. We're just twisting our spine, and you might notice your bottom shuffling a little bit along the mat. Keep going. Nice deep breaths. Until you get to the end of your mat. And then you can bring yourself back. Turn around. Find a comfortable seat. We're going to do one more thing. Okay, so this one might seem a little bit woo-woo, but maybe you'll give it a try. So as I said, there are 7 major chakras in the body that are up and down the spine. There are also some minor chakras, and there are some in our hands. And I learnt a nice little exercise for opening the chakras in the hands so that you can feel them. I told you it might be a little bit woo-woo. You know when you're in the bath, a big bubble bath, and you get some bubbles in your hands, and you go like this, and because there are lots of bubbles, they don't pop, and you can feel the resistance of the bubbles pushing back on you. It feels a little bit like that. This is what we're going to do. It might also feel a little bit like a spinning disc, which is what the chakras are, a spinning disc or a ball. So what we're going to do in a minute is open the chakras in our hands by moving our hands. And then I'm going to say we're going to bring our hands together. And for me, it's when I get to about here, I start to sort of pulse my hands a little bit. And I can feel this ball, this sort of bubble of energy between my hands. If you don't feel it, please don't worry. You're learning this for the first time. You could always try it again later. But what I suggest is you don't look at me too much. Maybe look down at the floor and just sort of feel your way. Maybe even when you get to here, close your eyes. Because if you withdraw some of your senses, the other ones get sharper. Shall we give it a go? Okay, sitting up nice and tall so the energy can flow up and down our spine, that's important. And then nice straight arms, that's important. We're going to turn one palm up, it doesn't matter which. Spread your fingers and just start opening and closing your hands quite quickly. Nice straight arms, keep going. We'll do it for a little bit longer, and then we're going to switch the hands round. So the other one's going to go down, and the opposite one's going to come up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Keep opening and closing. Nice straight arms. Okay, keep going. A little bit longer. A little bit longer. And then we're going to bring them out to the side. So the palms are facing each other. This is where you might look down a little bit, or maybe even close your eyes. And then start to gently bring your hands towards each other. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And when you get to about here, maybe just gently pulse them a little bit. Maybe bring them a bit closer together. It's going to be different for everyone. But about here, I can feel this lovely energy between my hands. And it feels like those bubbles in the bath, or like a soft ball. Keep breathing in and out, nice and soft, and just see what you notice. If you don't notice anything, don't worry. You can try again anytime you like. Just breathe in and out. One more second. And then just relax your hands down on your knees. How was that? Did anyone feel it? I'd love to know if anybody felt it. And if you didn't, think about having another go. It's very subtle, and as I said, it's a little bit woo-woo, but it's also quite fun. Okay, I think it's time we relaxed and had a nice shavasana, lying down and with a yoga nidra to really help us relax. So grab your pillows, blankets, favourite teddies, and I'll meet you back in a second. So if you're not already lying down, come and lie down. Find a comfy place to lie, on your back, on your front, on your side. And then close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, just keep your eyes really soft and see if you can lie nice and still. So lying very still, imagine you have a pair of glasses, and these are magic glasses. So when you put them on, everything you feel and see changes. You put the blue glasses on and notice how you start to feel more calm. Your eyes start to relax, and then a light blue wave of peace moves softly over your body. Look out through the glasses and watch how the world becomes light blue. Everything around you appears to be soft and relaxed. People are walking in slow motion. Everyone seems to be very relaxed and peaceful. Now take off the blue glasses and choose the orange pair. As soon as you put these on, you feel an orange wave of happiness wash over your entire body. The world changes into a happy one. Everyone moves a little faster with a little spring in their step. The sunshine is constant and touches everything. Everyone smiles and enjoys life. Change your glasses one more time. This time you see the world through the soft pink-coloured glasses. You feel more gentle and loving towards yourself and others as soon as you put them on. When you look out, everyone looks so content and full of loving thoughts and feelings. There is harmony and cooperation everywhere. Take off your pink-coloured glasses and put all 3 pairs away safe so you know where to get them whenever you feel you need peace, happiness, or love. And know in your heart, maybe say in your mind, that you can choose your mood. You can choose how you feel. Maybe say to yourself, I can choose my mood. I can choose my mood. And now take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. And if you're on your back, maybe bring your knees into your chest. If you're on your side or your front, roll over onto your side and curl up into a little ball. And if you're on your back, let's join them on our sides in a little ball. And then use your hands to help you press up and come to sit comfortably. And try and keep your eyes closed if you can. You can sit however you like. See if you can lift up tall through your spine. Relax your shoulders and your hands. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. You can keep your eyes closed as we breathe in and out together. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. So maybe for the rest of the day, you can practice using your breath a little bit in the way we have today, moving with the breath, expanding on a breathing in, a breath in even, and sort of folding, contracting on a breath out. Maybe you could practice moving really gracefully, like water, fluid. See how you get on. I hope you've enjoyed your practice today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. The goodness in me sees and honours the goodness in all of you. Namaste.